A road trip around Japan altered my brain chemistry. 10 days in a camper van, feeling free, witnessing the most pristine nature, and the crazy part, this is my 6th trip to Japan. So don't be a silly tourist like me, only visiting Tokyo, Osaka and Kyoto, and instead join me on this road trip to see the real magic of Japan. Day 1 we drove to Nalai Juku, a post town from the Edo period, frozen in time, and it was pouring. But on the bright side, that washes visitors away, and we got to enjoy the charm of this town to ourselves. Oh, and on that note, I'm giving away my DJI Air 3S worth well over $1,000, and all you need to do to enter is to purchase any of my products. I'd recommend my DaVinci Resolve course, and I'll teach you exactly how to grade like this entire video. Also on any device, drone, action camera, iPhone, Sony, Canon, you name it. Anyway, to escape the rain, we found a small traditional eatery run by a local family who gently warned us that meals could take over 30 minutes to prepare. But when it's made with care, it's absolutely worth the wait. It's only day 1 and I already feel more immersed in Japan's culture than all my past visits combined. The next day, I was finally going to tick Kamakotchi off my bucket list. Some call it the Switzerland of Japan. But in classic me fashion, we went on the one-day heavy rain shut the entire path. You've got to be kidding me. After a few hours of aimless driving, we stumbled across one of the most peaceful onsens I've ever seen. But the next morning, we were out for revenge. And let me tell you, the wait was worth it.
Good afternoon from Kamakotchi. I hope I said that decently, but this place is absolutely magical. It's like, look at these mountains in the background. The most crazy thing is that you can literally get here with zero hiking at all. Probably also explains why there's so many people here, but it's also amazing that there's not many tourists or foreigners at all. When I was booking this place, everything was in Japanese. I didn't really know what was going on. We'll probably check into accommodation that's a bit over there and just enjoy the views. This is so picturesque, man. We're gonna enjoy the rest of the day, catch a sunset, maybe a sunrise. Down for sunrise? Bit of a cold reception here, but should be fun.
Kamakotchi is gorgeous, but it's a little busy, and I firmly believe that every landscape has a hidden trail that takes you away from the crowds. That's how I found the Dakasawa Trail. Except this is a 3-hour hike and I don't have time for that right now, so I'm literally just praying that we end up somewhere cool. What could possibly go wrong? So I set out on my own. I was getting lots of looks for my full hiking attire, obviously, and I was also mildly sick. But that's enough excuses, let's gamble and climb some mountains. Insane! Later that night, we stayed in a traditional ryokan. After an incredible dinner and a full breakfast next morning, I finally understood why this place cost $250 a night. But the best part, staying overnight meant we had Kamakotchi almost entirely to ourselves. Next up, Mount Nolura. Only accessible via a $35 bus, it takes you straight up to the highest bus stop in Japan. Pretty expensive, but it's better to hurt my wallet instead of hurting my legs. This is also probably the easiest 3,000-meter hike in the world, but we were running a little late, so we only had an hour until the last bus back down. So we scrambled and seized what we could of the day. These views were ridiculous. Descending from the Alps, we quickly found a new adventure.
So I'm out here today at Shurikawagago, a beautiful old preserved village, which is actually a UNESCO heritage site. The main unique thing about this is that there are like some really cool thatched roofs, which are literally handmade, and really thick bundles of like straw type material. We'll see what this town is all about. It's so beautiful, so Studio Ghibli-esque, so let's get going. Despite this rain, we'll soldier on.
This is literally one of the most aesthetic towns I've ever seen. It's so well preserved, peaceful, and so gorgeous you probably can't even tell the rain has soaked me. But wait till you see the view up on this hill. Yep, I'm never going to forget this place. After some delicious pudding and some lunch, the road trip continued nearby to the Takyama Old Town, which is a glimpse of what Japan looked like 400 years ago. Today, it's filled with souvenirs, bring sake and Hida beef, the cheaper and just as good version of Kobe beef. Let's explore. Takayama has so much charm and even aesthetic cafes. At night, it has authentic izakayas. I feel like I'm just starting to discover the real Japan. Now, the show must go on, and we swing by Nagoya. We see a few nice views and a viral bookstore that, of course, would not have a sign in the middle saying no photos or videos. On that note, my next goal is to see Mount Fuji in Hakone.
Welcome to living in a van exploring Japan, and behind me is supposed to be Mount Fuji. And I can't see anything, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that didn't work out to say the least. Let's put that mission on pause and try and capture the most beautiful torii gate in the world. Only problem is, there are ridiculous lines of tourists trying to do the exact same thing. So my game plan is to use the incredible low light abilities of my camera, arrive when the sun has already set, and test my luck. To my surprise, the place was basically empty. And these were some of my favorite shots ever. People should really enjoy what you see after the sunsets. And let's just take a short moment to appreciate how beautiful traditional Japanese hotels are. Hotels around the world these days are just so bland. But anyway, I am back and determined to see Mount Fuji, to the point where in my spare time I'm checking online Fuji webcams, non-stop. And I found a short window before we had to leave our hotel to see some bucket list Hakone views. Finally, we had to head back to Tokyo, and that's it for me. The most incredible van life experience I've ever had. I'm not sure if it was the perfectly crafted meals, the world-class nature, or even just Japan's clean bathrooms that felt like a genuine privilege. But something about this trip stuck with me. It's easily one of my favorite road trips, and let's just say I've done a fair few. For anyone who's made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next one.